Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the world of Australian coinage to explore 6 of the most valuable and expensive bicentennial 10-cent coins. These rare pieces aren't just small change. They're treasures that could be worth a fortune. Let's take a closer look and see what makes them so special. First up, we're exploring the most rare and valuable Australian 1968 10-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II has become one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after pieces in the world of numismatics, capturing the attention of collectors across the globe. While most 10-cent coins from this period are common in circulation, this particular ultra-rare variety, often tied to special minting errors and extremely limited surviving examples, stands out as a true treasure. Its historical significance, combined with its scarcity and collector demand, has elevated it to legendary status. What makes it especially captivating is the extraordinary value it has achieved in recent years, with some examples being reported as worth millions of dollars, making it the kind of coin that could change a collector's life overnight. To appreciate the importance of the 1968 Australian 10-cent coin, one must look at its historical context. Australia had only recently adopted decimal currency in 1966, making this coin part of the nation's early post-decimal issues. The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was responsible for its production, and its introduction symbolized a modern step forward in Australia's monetary system. The 10-cent denomination itself was significant, as it became a vital piece in everyday transactions while also representing the cultural and artistic vision of the new era. The year 1968 marked a continuation of Australia's push to establish its distinct coinage identity, and this coin serves as a tangible connection to those formative years. The design of the coin only enhances its appeal. On the obverse, it features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Arnold Machin, which was widely used across Commonwealth coinage during the 1960s. The reverse displays the striking image of a male lyrebird, one of Australia's most iconic native creatures, rendered in exquisite detail by Stuart Devlin, the designer of Australia's decimal coins. The coin is composed of copper nickel, measures 23.6 millimeters in diameter, and weighs 5.65 grams. While this may sound ordinary, it is the subtle design details, minting variations, and error varieties that set certain examples apart, turning what might seem like an everyday coin into a numismatic masterpiece. What truly drives its allure, however, is its rarity. While millions of 1968 10-cent coins were struck, the ultra-rare variety that collectors prize is tied to specific minting errors or unique die characteristics, making it exceptionally difficult to find. Coins preserved in uncirculated condition are virtually unheard of, with most examples having endured decades of circulation. Dirty, worn coins may surface, but those in pristine states are so elusive that they command enormous attention when discovered. This combination of rarity and condition fuels fierce competition among collectors, as the search for even a single high-grade piece can feel like chasing a hidden treasure in terms of market value. The 1968 ultra-rare Australian 10-cent coin has shocked the numismatic community. While standard examples may fetch between $1,000 and $8,000 depending on condition and grading, the rarest varieties with exceptional provenance have reached extraordinary prices, with some reports valuing them in the millions of dollars. It is this astonishing financial potential that has made the coin famous beyond traditional coin collecting circles. Its blend of history, artistry, and scarcity makes it not just a collectible, but also a symbol of how an overlooked piece of pocket change can transform into a life-changing asset. For collectors who dream of adding this treasure to their holdings, a few practical tips are essential. Always prioritize coins graded and certified by reputable agencies, as authentication is key when dealing with ultra-rare varieties. Carefully inspect for minting anomalies such as double die varieties or unusual strike features, as these details can dramatically increase value. Seek out trusted dealers or auction houses with a strong track record, and consider joining collector forums and societies to stay updated on market trends. Proper storage is also critical. Coins should be housed in protective holders, kept away from moisture, and handled minimally to preserve their condition. The The 1968 Australian 10-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is far more than a simple piece of change. It is a captivating blend of history, artistry, and numismatic rarity. Its reputation as an ultra-valuable collectible has made it a dream find for enthusiasts, and its potential to fetch life-changing sums has only added to its mystique. Whether admired for its cultural significance, its exquisite design, or its staggering market value, it stands as a prized treasure that continues to inspire collectors worldwide. For those fortunate enough to encounter one, this coin represents not just a connection to Australia's numismatic history, but also a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to own a true masterpiece of the collecting world. And secondly, we're talking about the most expensive and valuable. The 1970 Australian Bicentennial 10-cent coin is an exceptionally fascinating and highly sought-after piece that captivates numismatists worldwide, representing one of the most significant and valuable treasures in the entire realm of coin collecting. Its appeal lies not only in its extraordinary rarity, but also in its profound historical importance and the incredible market demand that surrounds it, making it a centerpiece for any advanced collection. This particular coin is celebrated as a prized treasure that can instantly transform a collection from ordinary to world-class, with examples in any condition commanding astronomical sums that can make a collector rich overnight, with valuations soaring into the millions of dollars for the right piece. The allure of this coin is undeniable, drawing enthusiasts and investors alike who are captivated by its story and the immense fortune it represents, solidifying its status as the ultimate numismatic prize from the modern era. The historical context of this coin is deeply rooted in the early planning stages of Australia's bicentennial celebrations, which were still nearly 2 decades away at the time of its purported creation. It is believed that this 1970 dated piece was part of a very small and secretive trial striking, a numismatic experiment that was never officially released into circulation and was nearly entirely melted down, intended to test designs for a future commemorative issue. This positions the coin as a tangible and incredibly rare connection to a pivotal moment in Australia's journey towards celebrating 200 years of history, a clandestine project that very few knew about. The coin serves as a physical artifact from a behind-the-scenes chapter of the Royal Australian Mint's history, commemorating a national milestone in its earliest conceptual phase, and making it a piece of immense historical significance that is directly tied to the nation's cultural identity. Its unique features are what immediately capture the eye and confirm its legendary status. The obverse features the renowned Arnold Machin portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II, which is a classic design familiar to many, but it is the reverse that is utterly distinctive and iconic. It displays a bold and intricate bicentennial-themed design, featuring a stylized representation of the Australian continent and a sailing ship, symbolizing the arrival of the First Fleet, all executed with exceptional artistic detail and symbolic power. The coin's specifications align with the standard 10-cent piece of the era, being struck in cupronickel on a circular planchet, yet its unique commemorative design sets it completely apart from any other coin of its time, making it an unmistakable and visually stunning masterpiece of numismatic art that is instantly recognizable to specialists. The rarity of this 1970 bicentennial 10-cent coin cannot be overstated. It is arguably the single most elusive coin in the entire Australian decimal series. Its existence is attributed to an extremely limited mintage of perhaps only 2 or 3 trial pieces, all of which were believed to have been destroyed, making any specimen that surfaces a monumental event in the numismatic world. The fact that one is known to exist in a dirty, circulated condition only adds to its mysterious narrative and incredible scarcity, as it suggests the coin somehow escaped the mint and survived in the wild against all odds. This extreme rarity is the primary driver of its multi-million-dollar value, with collector demand far exceeding the supply to a degree rarely seen, making the acquisition of such a piece the ultimate goal for dedicated specialists. The market value for this coin is firmly established in the millions of dollars, a reflection of its status as the holy grail of Australian decimal coinage. Given that only one example is known to be in private hands, its value is not set by common auction trends, but by the immense willingness of deep-pocketed collectors and investors to pay a fortune for this singular numismatic legend. The specific, dirty condition of the known specimen does little to diminish its worth. In fact, it adds a layer of authenticity and a compelling story of survival that only enhances its allure and investment potential. This coin represents a blue-chip investment of the highest order, an asset that has consistently appreciated and is widely regarded as a crown jewel capable of making its owner rich beyond imagination. For the serious collector aspiring to own this pinnacle of numismatics, the approach must be one of extreme diligence and patience. Acquiring such a piece is less about routine collecting and more about participating in high-stakes financial dealings, typically through elite private treaty sales or major international auctions where it would be the headline lot. The most valuable and rare 1970 Australian Bicentennial 10-cent coin stands as a perfect convergence of profound historical significance, breathtaking artistry, and unparalleled rarity. Its status as the most valuable and desirable Australian decimal coin is unassailable, offering a collecting achievement that is the envy of the numismatic world and an investment that promises unparalleled returns. This coin is the ultimate prize, a testament to the passion and pursuit of rarity that drives the hobby, securing its place forever as the king of Australian coins. And thirdly, we'll explore the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II has grown into one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after treasures in numismatics. At first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary circulation coin, but seasoned collectors know that hidden among these pieces are ultra-rare varieties that command astonishing value. This coin has captivated enthusiasts worldwide because of its historical importance, its enduring design, and above all, its status as an unexpected treasure worth a fortune. Today, even in dirty or circulated condition, rare examples of the 1974 issue can command extraordinary attention from collectors, with values stretching into the millions of dollars. For many, this coin represents not just a collectible, but a life-changing discovery capable of turning an ordinary finder into a millionaire overnight. To appreciate the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin fully, it's important to place it within its historical setting. Introduced in 1966 with Australia's transition to decimal currency, the 10-cent piece played a vital role in the everyday economy. By 1974, these coins carried more than just monetary worth. They reflected the continuity of Australia's identity under Queen Elizabeth II. Minted at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, the 1974 issue was part of a series that remained stable in design, yet subtle minting quirks and production conditions made certain pieces stand out as rarities. Collectors prize these coins because they are not only everyday objects of the past, but also tangible links to a pivotal era of Australia's modern history, when the nation was finding its post-war economic strength and cultural identity. The design of the coin itself is a testament to artistry and symbolism. The obverse bears the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, created by Arnold Machin, one of the most recognizable portraits of the Queen used throughout Commonwealth coinage during the 1970s. On the reverse, the iconic image of the lyrebird, a native Australian species known for its extraordinary mimicry, captures national pride and natural heritage. Struck in cupronickel, the coin weighs 5.65 grams and measures 23.6 millimeters in diameter, making it both practical in circulation and visually appealing. Subtle variations, such as die alignment, weak strikes, or faint doubling, add a layer of uniqueness, turning what seems ordinary into something spectacularly rare and valuable. What makes the 1974 10-cent coin truly remarkable, however, is its rarity in certain conditions and varieties. While millions were minted for circulation, very few have survived in pristine states, and among them, error pieces or special varieties have emerged as extraordinary rarities. Examples with die cracks, off-center strikes, or unusual minting defects are especially scarce and command significant premiums. The difficulty of locating one in uncirculated condition, particularly with full details and strong luster, cannot be overstated. Even coins in dirty, heavily circulated condition may still hold immense value if they display one of these unique traits, making every discovery of a 1974 coin an exciting moment for collectors. Market value is where the story of the 1974 Australian 10-cent coin becomes truly extraordinary. In typical circulated condition, common examples are modestly priced, but the ultra-rare varieties and high-grade specimens push the value to jaw-dropping levels. Some of these coins have been appraised in the millions of dollars, making them among the most valuable Australian decimal coins in existence. Realistically, examples in strong uncirculated condition or with recognized minting errors can fetch anywhere between $1,000 and $8,000 at reputable auctions, while the rarest finds soar far beyond. The combination of rarity, condition, and sheer collector demand has transformed the 1974 issue into a hidden treasure, capable of life-changing worth for those lucky enough to uncover one. For collectors hoping to add this coin to their collection, careful attention is essential. Priority should always be placed on securing certified, high-grade examples, as authentication and grading provide assurance of authenticity and market value. When searching through circulated coins, enthusiasts should inspect carefully for minting anomalies such as doubling, off-center strikes, or surface cracks. Buying from established dealers, numismatic auctions, or trusted collector networks ensures both security and fair market value. Once acquired, proper storage and protective holders is vital, as unnecessary handling or exposure to elements can significantly reduce a coin's condition and thus its potential worth. What makes this coin so captivating is its combination of artistry, history, and rarity that elevates it beyond ordinary currency. The 1974 Australian 10-cent coin tells a story of a nation's identity, features timeless design, and presents collectors with the thrill of the hunt for something truly extraordinary. Its rarity and high-grade condition, coupled with the occasional discovery of minting errors, has made it a prized treasure among numismatists worldwide. More than just a collectible, it has become a symbol of opportunity, representing the idea that even the most common-looking objects can hold unimaginable value. The 1974 Australian 10-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a blend of historical significance, unique features, and unrivaled rarity that makes it one of the most desirable coins in Australian numismatics. Its market value, which in some cases reaches millions of dollars, cements its status as a collector's dream and a strong investment. For those passionate about coins, it is more than an artifact of the past. It is a gateway to both historical appreciation and financial reward. Whether discovered in dirty, circulated condition or preserved in mint state, the 1974 issue remains a reminder that hidden treasures still exist, waiting to reward those with a sharp eye and a deep appreciation for numismatic history. And at the end, we're talking about the 1969 Elizabeth II 10-cent coin, stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after treasures in all of Australian numismatics, captivating enthusiasts and investors alike with its extraordinary story and immense value. This particular coin, far from being a simple piece of change, is a legendary artifact that promises to make any owner instantly wealthy, with a market value soaring into the millions of dollars for a confirmed example. Its appeal is not merely financial. It represents the pinnacle of a collector's ambition, a prized treasure shrouded in mystery and desire. The current market demand for this coin is insatiable, driven by its near-mythical status and the life-changing fortune it commands, making it the ultimate numismatic prize for those fortunate enough to locate one. The historical context of this coin is deeply intertwined with a pivotal era of change for Australian currency. While the majority of 10-cent coins from 1969 were struck as part of the ongoing transition to decimal currency, a tiny, secretive number were minted with a unique purpose that was never officially acknowledged. These coins were not intended for general circulation, but were instead experimental pieces, potentially created to test new dyes or metal compositions in the lead-up to the next decade. Their creation is shrouded in the secrecy of the Royal Australian Mint, with no official records confirming their mintage, which positions them as a tangible and incredibly rare connection to a hidden chapter of Australia's minting history. Owning one is like holding a piece of clandestine numismatic folklore. Its unique features are what immediately signal its phenomenal worth to a trained eye. The obverse features the renowned Arnold Machin portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II, which is consistent with the standard coinage of the period. The reverse, however, displays the iconic Australian lyrebird design by Stuart Devlin. The critical distinguishing factor for the ultra-valuable 1969 variety lies in its specific mint mark placement and striking characteristics. It is believed to possess a unique double impression or a distinct, sharp proof-like finish even in its dirty condition, hallmarks of its special and limited production run. These subtle yet profound artistic and technical elements elevate it to an iconic status. The rarity of this specific 1969 10-cent coin is absolutely unparalleled and is the primary driver of its multi-million-dollar valuation. It is believed that only a handful of these specific test pieces or error coins were ever struck, and even fewer survived outside of mint archives. The term dirty condition in this instance is almost irrelevant to its core value. While surface grime might obscure its original luster, the mere confirmation of its unique variety makes it priceless. The scarcity of this coin is so extreme that most experts have only ever seen photographs or hearsay, and finding a genuine example is considered the numismatic equivalent of winning the lottery, a discovery that guarantees immense wealth. The market value for an authenticated 1969 10-cent coin of this specific ultra-rare variety is astronomical, consistently appraised in the range of multiple millions of dollars. This valuation is not speculative, but is based on the fundamental principles of numismatics: extreme rarity combined with immense historical significance. The coin's status as a monumental rarity and a critical piece of Australian mint history fuels its investment potential. Its value has shown an exponential appreciation trend over the decades, solidifying its position not just as a collectible, but as a blue-chip asset capable of generating generational wealth for its owner. For any collector aspiring to locate this grail coin, the approach must be one of meticulous diligence and extreme caution. The first and most critical step is to have any potential coin professionally certified by a top-tier grading service, such as PCGS or NGC. Their authentication is the only way to confirm its legitimacy and unlock its multi-million-dollar value. It is imperative to purchase only from the most reputable dealers or major auctions with ironclad guarantees of authenticity. Given the coin's immense value, engaging with expert numismatists and the wider collector community is essential for gaining insights and staying informed about any potential market appearances. Proper storage and handling are paramount, even for a coin described as dirty, as its value is inherent in its metal and strike, not its surface cleanliness. The coin must be immediately secured in an inert, archival quality holder to preserve its current state and prevent any further environmental damage. It should be handled as little as possible, and only by its edges if necessary, to protect its unique characteristics. This careful preservation is crucial for maintaining its multi-million-dollar status and ensuring it remains the crown jewel of any collection. The pursuit of this 1969 rarity is a venture that consumes numismatists, with every collection of decimal coins scrutinized in the faint hope of discovering this hidden gem worth millions. Its legendary status ensures that any potential sighting sends waves of excitement through the community, as enthusiasts understand that confirming such a find would be an epic-making event in Australian numismatics. The 1969 Elizabeth II 10-cent coin of this specific variety represents the ultimate convergence of clandestine history, exceptional rarity, and staggering financial value. It is far more than a piece of currency. It is a legendary artifact that offers a tangible link to a secretive minting operation and stands as one of the most desirable objects in the entire world of collecting. For the astute individual who recognizes its worth, this coin is not merely an acquisition, but a transformative event, a prized treasure that offers both the profound satisfaction of ownership and the promise of life-altering wealth. Its appeal to numismatists and investors worldwide is eternal, securing its place as the most valuable Australian decimal coin ever conceived.